Welcome back to my channel. With the exciting announcement of a new game centered around the enigmatic mimic, I couldn't wait to create this video for you all. In IT we'll take a closer look at all the costumes he has used so far. Only official material from both the books and games of the franchise has been carefully considered. Let's go! The Mimic is the main antagonist of the Tales from the Pizzaplex series, as well as the Ruin DLC for Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. It is an endoskeleton with experimental artificial intelligence created by Edwin Murray to replicate any movement it observes and care for his son David, while Edwin worked. After his son dies in a car accident, Edwin, overcome with grief, beats the Mimic with a metal pipe, infecting it with his agony and making it immensely violent. Its appearance is that of an endoskeleton made of several different endoskeleton's parts, sporting a dirty and deteriorated look. It has a small square head reminiscent of older classic models and vaguely humanoid teeth. Its right hand resembles the classic endoskeleton design with 4 fingers, while its left hand is similar to Burntrap's having 5 fingers and sharp claws. Both legs are different from one another. The left leg is encased in some sort of wiring, while the right resembles that of Springlock models. Lastly, its eyes are 2 glowing orange pupils, which turn on a powerful light when it enters active mode. In the epilogues of the Tales from the Pizzaplex, it is described as having a pair of bunny ears sticking out of its head like 2 antennae. It also wears various vaguely described costumes, including a bright pink and yellow-green jester, a fuchsia and white mushroom, a grayish-purple lion, a dog with a spiked collar, a monkey, a blonde dog, a gray mouse, a yellow cat and a blue dog. The Mimic, being just an endoskeleton, has worn different disguises throughout the games and books. Jackie is the antagonist of Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic. She was revealed in the first teaser and later the demo of Secret of the Mimic at PAX West 2024. Due to the year the game is set in, it's possible this is the first costume the Mimic ever wore. She is an animatronic based on a Jack-in-the-Box, designed to resemble a birthday clown. Her face is painted white with red eyebrows, red lipstick extending to her cheeks, and blue eyeliner. She has green eyes alongside a big red nose and her face is split down the middle, similar to the Funtime animatronics. Her hair is red styled into 2 braided pigtails. She also wears a white party hat with a diamond pattern. She has a wide smile, with a speaker located inside her mouth. Jackie's body is dressed in a white shirt with red embroidered trim along with a large bow tie with 3 cotton balls underneath and a blue belt. Her arms are orange, accordion-like tubes. She also wears blue wristbands and her hands are white with blue fingertips. She completes her look with a white tutu adorned with a red diamond pattern. The most curious thing about the Mimic is that, having no defined gender, it can also adopt feminine-looking costumes. The lion costume is one of many that the Mimic has worn in the past. It features yellow-orange fur with a pale yellow belly. His hair, nose, eyebrows, and the insides of his ears are brown. On his muzzle he has 4 long whiskers on his snout, along with sharp teeth inside his mouth that match his claws. Also, there is a speaker inside his mouth from which his voice appears to be emitted. On his upper body he wears a white turtleneck shirt, covered by a sea blue school jacket with a letter embroidered on one side of his chest. During Security Breach Ruin, he is found stored in the Mimic's lair. However, in the game he can only be seen in a withered, dirty and old state, with a large tear in his belly and other small ones around his entire body. Also, his colors are dull and fade. In his ruined version, he looks noticeably dirtier and damaged, being an amalgamation of several other costumes. His right ear is that of an elephant, his left arm resembles that of a crow, and his left leg features a shoe. On the other hand, his right arm and left leg are completely torn, with barely any remnants of the costume, leaving the Mimic's endoskeleton exposed. Also, his stomach has a large hole with cables protruding from it. Overall, his body is riddled with seams and holes, the most striking being the one in his mouth where his speaker used to be. Through this opening, the Mimic's glowing eyes are now visible. This costume is worn by the Mimic in one of the alternate endings of the Ruin DLC and also appears in the Help Wanted 2 update, where he makes a brief cameo. The elephant costume has purple skin, small eyebrows in a lighter shade, and oversized ears. He wears a green and white motley, traditional court jester outfit, with 3 red pom-poms on his chest, as well as a matching party hat on his head. He also sports red shoes and has teeth only on his lower jaw. During Security Breach Ruin, he is found stored in the Mimic's lair alongside other costumes. However, during the game, he can only be seen withered, dirty and old, with his skin full of cracks and dull colors. Ms. Crow costume has blue feathers, an orange beak and a dark brown bob cut. She wears pink glasses with chains on the frames, a white collar with a pink tie around her neck. On her waist she wears a white apron with a pink heart emblazoned on it, along with pink frills around it. She also wears pink bracelets on her wrists and her legs are orange. During the Security Breach Ruin, she is found stored in the Mimic's lair alongside other costumes. However, she can only be seen in a withered state, with her skin riddled with tears and grayish colors.
Well, I may not have my guitar.
Tiger Rock is a white tiger animatronic similar in look to the Glamrocks, but controlled by the Mimic's endoskeleton. He wears mostly white clothes, looking similar to something you'd expect from Elvis Presley. His clothes have purple stripes and dark blue accents with gold. He wears a gold medallion at the collar of his shirt which has an illustration of a tree on it. He also wears a dark blue cape and has gold piercings on his right ear. Lastly, his left eye is green, while his right is blue. During his main storyline in the books, Tiger Rock adopts multiple different forms, including an owl, a cat, and a clock. Glitch Trap is a malicious code that entered the game through scanning the Mimic's endoskeleton chips. He takes the appearance of a man dressed in a poorly sewn, cartoonishly golden bunny costume. He has large purple eyes and 2 long whiskers on either side of his muzzle, along with small black nose. He has a very wide smile with 5 lower teeth and 2 upper teeth. Also, he wears a purple vest with speckled stars, a purple bow tie and 2 black buttons underneath. Burn Trap is a withered spring Bonnie costume that has been fused together with a rotting corpse and the Mimic's endoskeleton. Very few parts of the costume remain on his body, only the head, ears, torso, pelvis, left thigh and left foot. The lower half of his mask is gone, revealing a human skull. Also, his body is completely burned and his eye sockets are empty, emitting only 2 purple lights.